Listen, on average, a person thinks about divorce for about 2 years prior to actually taking action or filing. And during that time, most people are driving themselves insane, thinking about what they can do and what the outcome is going to be. How much alimony am I going to pay, and can I even afford that? How often am I going to be able to see my kids? What about my retirement, my assets, my house, pension? What happens to all of that? Look, if you're even thinking about getting a divorce, these are some of the most important questions that you need to have answered before even starting. My name is Kristen Wolf. I'm a wife, a mom to 3 boys, a diehard Patriots fan, a UConn fan, and a family law attorney in Connecticut. At Wolf & Shore, we help people efficiently dissolve their marriages so that they can effectively move on with a path and a plan for the rest of their life. First of all, if you're watching this, then you're probably going through some shit. The next couple years are going to be tough, and there's no easy way to put this. This is going to be hard. It's probably going to get a lot harder before it gets any easier for you. But it's during this time that you're going to have to make some really important decisions. The answers to the next 8 questions that I'm going to go over with you is the key to having a positive outcome for your divorce. Question number 1, how do you deal with a narcissist going through a divorce? So the answer to that question is give them some small wins and get out, because it's not worth it to wait. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be for you. Number 2, how is child support calculated? Well, in the state of Connecticut, there are child support guidelines, and at the end of the day, we take into account incomes and come up with a formula for a number of child support. Number 3, can I get divorced without going to court? The short answer is yes. There are several different ways in which you can get divorced without going to court. It just depends on which way fits your matter. For more information on the different ways to get divorced, visit our website, www.wolfandshorelaw.com. Number 4, why do I have to pay alimony? This is a tough question, and the answer is different every time. The reason is because you were supporting one another while you were married, and that doesn't just dissolve just because you're getting divorced. Number 5, do I really have to split my pension and or retirement with my spouse? Well, the answer is maybe, but probably. Typically, if there is one spouse that has a lot more in retirement than the other, or a lot more in a pension than the other, then that spouse will likely have to split some of their retirement with the other spouse. However, there are a lot of factors that go into this, and you need to have a really good attorney who can evaluate all of those factors to make sure that you are put in the best position possible when dividing these assets. Number 6, how do I make sure I see my kids half the time? Be present. You're still a parent in divorce. You were a parent when you were married, and you're a parent in divorce. And so long as that continues, then the right attorney will make sure that you are seeing your kids for at least half the time. Number 7, am I legally obligated to pay for my kids' education? Well, it depends. It depends on how old your kids are. It depends on how much money you make. It depends on how many kids you have. There's a lot of different factors that go into this, and the answer is sometimes. And number 8, if I leave my house and my family, is that going to be considered abandonment? The answer is no. The state of Connecticut is a no-fault state, which means that they are not going to attribute fault to the marriage. However, that can be used in some other circumstances, such as dividing up assets. But you leaving a situation that's going to make you, your wife, and your family worse off by staying, the court's not going to fault you for that. So listen, we understand going through a divorce is tough. It's really emotional for you, but it's not for us. That gives us the ability to get you through it using the tools that we have without adding the emotion in and giving it to you straight. And besides, have you ever argued with a woman? So if you're facing a divorce or separation from your child's other parent, give us a call. We'll schedule you for a 45-minute consultation. We'll lay it out for you straight, and we'll come up with a game plan and a plan of action as to how to best proceed to put you in the best possible position moving forward.